Hey there everybody, it's Verity here from inkybutterfly.com. Thank you for joining me again today. Another card for you, as always. So we are using Season of Chic again today. This has been in the catalogue for a little while, but it's new to me, and unfortunately will be retiring when the catalogue retires at the end of this month. So just thought I'd make another couple of cards with it. So here we go, Season of Chic, and I'm going to use this nice sort of I don't know, it looks like a brush stroke, doesn't it? Okay, to make this real simple. I mean, this you can just churn these out if you wanted to do a whole batch of thank you cards in this case. Okay, there are some other sentiments in there as well, which are quite nice as well. So there's a nice thinking of you and a little love you. I'm here for you. That's nice. Wishing you the best birthday ever. So something for all occasions. And then we've got something that obviously it's designed to work throughout the season. So we've got something for winter, something for summer, and then the autumn there as well. Okay, so that's Season of Chic then. Say it is on the retiring list, so if it's something that you want, have a look, get on there quick. There will be a sale of the retiring items that's starting, I think, on the 9th of April. But as the retiring list becomes public, people snap things up, so it's worthwhile just having a look, see what's going, or having a look through if there's anything you want. Getting that as soon as you can. Alright, so very simple card for today, just to do this rainbow effect. Okay, this one uses a Regal colour palette. Okay, so these are the colours that I've used for this one. Okay, so that was Cherry Cobbler, Cajun Craze, Crushed Curry, Garden Green and Blueberry Bushel, and those are all in the Regal's family of inks. So the ink pads, don't forget, if you buy the whole colour family, the whole 10 that come in a set, you do get a little discount on that as well. Okay, so if you're just starting out, this is a good way to build your collection at a little bit of a discount if you know that you particularly like a certain kind of colour. Okay, so those Regals tend to be sort of the richer, deeper tones. Okay, so I'm going to do one with the Brights. Sort of similar thing, but picking out the different colours from the Brights family. So we're going to use Real Red, Pumpkin Pie, Daffodil Delight, Granny Apple Green and Azure Afternoon. Okay, so we'll be doing that. I've already fussy cut the thanks. Okay, so I've just stamped that in black memento ink and fussy cut that out. Okay, doesn't take a minute, but I figured rather than you watching me do that, I'll just get that done ahead of time. Okay, there's our inks, that's our sample. So we've got just a plain white card base, so that's thick basic white. I always make top folding cards almost exclusively. Okay, it's just my style, I just like it. Obviously you can tip that round. So I've sliced an A4 in half at 4 1/8. Okay, and if you do that, you get just a little skinny little bit to cut off the other one, and it's scored at 5 7/8 of an inch. So you can get 2 out of 1 piece of cardstock. So I tend to score first and then cut it down. Okay, and then you want to cut and what do you call it? Burnish the score line to make it sit, and it'll sit just beautifully. Okay. So that's how you do that. If you want a more traditional card that opens like a book, cut and score on the same markings but the other way around. Okay, so instead of cutting lengthways, cut that way and score this way. Alright, so because I've just been messing about with that, I'll just put that sharp score line back in and you'll see that that stands up beautifully. So that's the thick basic white. And then I'm going to be stamping on, this is a little smaller than one of my usual mini layers, okay, because it fitted the stamp set just a little bit better when I was making it. So this ended up being 3 3/4 by 4 1/2, and then I've got a piece of basic black that's just 1/8 of an inch taller and wider, just to give us that lovely little border around the edge. Okay, so this is what we're going to be stamping on. Okay, just because we might go off the page, I'm just going to bring in some scrap paper just to stamp on. I'm only using this copy paper because I've got it to use up really. I do have some Stampin' Up grid paper, but I'm just working my way through these scraps and bits and pieces at the moment. So ink pads then, here we go, and we will I think what we might do, just to help with alignment, is start with the one that's going to go in the middle. Okay, so this is Daffodil Delight. Okay, and then like I say, we've got this paint swipe kind of stamp. These are the sets that have sort of similar images and whatever, but we're going to go with this one. And so you want to get that nice and inked up. It's quite a flat stamp, so it sort of suctions the ink pad a little bit. Okay, so get that nice and well inked and kind of aim for the middle-ish, somewhere there. Good firm pressure. One of my favourite size blocks, this is the H block. So at the moment, the blocks are in a bundle as well. And we've got A through to I, but actually 3 sizes are retiring, so that that bundle of blocks is going to reduce down. So if you want an I block, G block, sound like TV shows, all these little A blocks, these are going to be retiring. Okay, but that's not this one that I use all the time, it's the slightly larger one. Okay, this little diddy one, it's nice for little sentiments, and then I use this one for little diddy stamps. Okay, so those 3 are going to retire. So if they are something you want to add to your collection, or get the bundle before it sells out, and you'll get the caddy to go with it, which will also retire because the blocks are changing, then go ahead and have a look at that. So that's Daff Delight, just wiped off the ink off the stamp, because we're going to be doing lots more colours of course. Okay, so let's work our way up. I move to Pumpkin Pie, and again just want to make sure that that's well coated, and we'll drop that in just above there, slightly overlapping, and that's fine. Get that wiped off. Stacy, just got my chamois off to the side there to get these done, and then we'll use, oh, this is Real Red, Poppy Parade. Real Red is actually a Regal. It's Poppy Parade I need for the brights. Beg your pardon. Beg your pardon. Real Red and Cherry Cobbler are in Regals. It's Poppy Parade that's in the brights. So this is going to just hang off the top of the page just a little bit, if that's fine. Okay, and we want to get that red ink off as soon as possible, so that your red and pink inks are going to stain your photopolymer stamps. Now that's not, it doesn't affect the quality of them, it doesn't affect how they stamp, it just triggers my my obsession with nice clean stamps, to be honest with you. So I'm just taking a bit of extra time just to make sure that that gets really well cleaned. So there is some staining on that, okay, but as I say, it doesn't affect the quality of the image that you get. And then we'll start moving our way down with Granny Apple Green. Okay, wipe it off again, and then the last colour is Azure Afternoon. Okay, so I haven't added the sort of pink and purple element to this one. There isn't a pink or a purple in the Regals. I don't think. Or is there Gorgeous Grape? Gorgeous Grape in the Brights or in the Regals? Gorgeous Grape might be in the... Oh, actually, yeah. Gorgeous Grape is in the Regals, I think. Yeah, it is. And I was just looking where Berry Burst is. I think Berry Burst is in Brights. Things sort of shuffled around a little bit. Pumpkin Pie, for example, started off as a Bright, went to the Regals, I think, and then it's gone back into Brights. So things do sometimes shuffle about a little bit. So even if you know, you don't have to stick to a colour family to do this. Do whatever you want. I just wanted to sort of focus on a single family, so that it meant that you could potentially purchase one set of the inks and do what I'm doing today. Okay, so those are Brights, and of course we've got the subtles as well. Subtles don't really have a red per se, but you've got Calypso Coral, which is more of an orangey colour, and then you'd have to go through sort of the yellows and stuff, so you would have a slightly different look with the subtles. Okay, so slightly going off the page at the top and the bottom there, with the spacing. The other thing we've got in this set is a really cute splatter, which I'm just going to use some Memento Black and almost use this as sort of a bit of a kind of accent kind of element. Remember the rule of odd numbers, so just did 5 across there, just to sort of give that a sort of extra sort of grungier look. Memento ink pads are felt based pads, so you can use an ink pad to sort of colour the edges of your cardstock. I would not recommend doing this with a classic ink pad. The regular Stampin' Up ink pads, they are foam and you will damage the ink pad if you do that, but with a foam base like this you can do that. Okay, that just gives it that black edge, which means you get it just sort of sits nicer against the black cardstock when you do that. Okay, that'll take a little minute to dry, but that's fine. Okay, and we can just get that layered up onto our little black piece now. Okay, so my adhesive of choice is Stampin' Seal. Okay, you can get nice and close to the edges on this. Okay, and we can get that layered onto that black panel, nice and easy. Okay, I like to just rub over the back there, get that nice and well adhered. We're not popping it up, we're going to keep it quite flat, so again I'm just going to bring in the seal adhesive here, so that we can pop this onto our card. I do like to have them on the side to do this. I just find it easier to eyeball the straight edges when it's a shorter distance. That's the only reason I do that. Okay. And that's our basis of our card right there. Then we just need to adhere our sentiment. So I'm just going to use a bit of wet glue on this because it's a funny old shape. So just a little bit behind that. And again, we're keeping it flat. And we're just going to have that sort of running across the middle there between those colours. Okay, and you might want to put a block on that just to, so if you just use one of your acrylic blocks, it'll help it adhere. And I've got some of these matte black dots, and I've got no idea whether these are still a current embellishment or not, but I'm sure you'll have something in your stash that will do the job. So I'm going to just use these. And those of you, a bit like with the splatter element there, the odd numbers really work well visually with any design elements. So just using one of the big ones there and a couple of the smaller ones just to sort of embellish that very, very simply. You could probably get away with sending these to guys, especially in the more the deeper colours there. Okay, so really nice, quick, simple cards today, featuring this lovely Season of Chic stamp set. Okay, do check out the website. Loads of stuff will be going in and out of stock now, with the new catalogue on its way. So do keep an eye out. I will post links to what I've used today in the description, and then there'll be photos and stuff on my blog. Thanks so much for joining me today. Hope you're staying safe, take care, and I will see you all soon. Thanks so much. Bye.